Infinity Business Consultancy is going to provide consulting to Ramalingan Foods for international expansion. So, starting with the case understanding, Ramalingam Food is a fast food restaurant established by Mr. Ramalingan Venkatesh in South Bombay in 1965. This outlet is famous for their authentic South Indian freshly cooked food and filter coffee. During 1975, when India went under political turmoil, there was pressure to sell goods at bare minimum price. So they came up with innovative solutions and start selling dosa idli batter and packets of authentic South Indian chutneys. Then the next generation took over and they thought of expanding their business. So they came up with diverse portfolios like instant dosa mix, idli mix, gulab jamun mix, laddu mix, and coffee powder. These were available in different packagings and they were looking to expand it globally. Mr. Vijay had no prior experience of international business, and so they have hired Infinity Business Consultancy in order to provide them consultancy on international market expansion. They were allocated a budget of INR 50 crores for expansion for financial year 2019 to 20. Next, next please. So here we are looking for expansion in basically three major areas: Malaysia, Singapore, and Indonesia. Scroll. And basically, we are providing a comparative study here on the region wise, stating the advantages and disadvantages related to each region and why we proposed and why we are choosing Malaysia, Indonesia, and Singapore over other countries. Urvashi, can you please take over?
So the factors influencing our decisions were the ease of doing business. Singapore and Malaysia is ranked 2 and 12 respectively in the ease of doing business ranking. High dominance of South Indian population. So Malaysia has a very high percentage of South Indian population as compared to other cultures. The next would be Indian tourist. Malaysia, Indonesia, and Singapore is one of the most favorite tourist places. Also, there is less competition. The tax incentives are also great for our industry, and the government policies and infrastructure also align with us. The mode of entry in the Malaysian market is through the Indian sea route, and the mode of export is through these ports which are given. The legal requirements to enter Malaysia are the trade standards that are widely used in sectors of Malaysia. A consensus process is used to develop new standards. Malaysia follows WTO standard code. Standards and Industrial Research Institute of Malaysia provides institutional and technical infrastructure for the government. We have done an in-depth pestle analysis to review our choice of choosing Malaysia as a country. And we have come to a conclusion that we can expand into Malaysia for starting and then into other regions. Coming on to the marketing aspect, we have done in-depth market size estimation and now leading with the product strategy. The mission would be to be the go-to instant mix and fast food company in Malaysia, while making it easier for the consumers to cook delicious traditional cuisines without much hassle. The vision for the same would be Ramalingam Foods aims to be the global market leader in the ready-to-eat foods category and build brand equity based on their values, that is purity and quality. The tagline would be serving packets of happiness since 1965. The main objectives are to build brand equity in global markets, to have product diversification, and to expand in other countries. The marketing strategies that we are aiming to use are first to disentangle the frame of reference, mostly to compare it with fast food than to home cooked products. The next would be celebrity appeal through advertising, and after that, focusing on the hedonic attributes rather than it not being home cooked meal. The roadmap for the same would be to exposing the target audience through to our brand through extensive marketing, both digitally and traditionally, creating emotional connect by using creative ads which create a craving of South Indian food, then recruiting brand ambassadors and influencers, then generate customer engagement through social media contests and other means, and promoting through experiential marketing at grocery stores and kiosks, where the customer can see that how easy it is to make the product and how it tastes. Over to Amrita.
Yeah. So running you through our IT plan, there will be two main teams that we will be working on, one in India and the other in Malaysia. And so we segregate our IT plan to three main sections. The first would be launching and managing Connect portal. The second would be a feedback system for consumers. And the third would be support services. Scroll down, please. So talking about our hiring strategy and incentives, we found out four ways of potential hiring strategy for international expansion. And out of those, we thought that the international PEO would be the most logical way for aligned with our goals. That is because the international PEO is a cutting edge service that enables business to hire personnel from all over the world swiftly, legally, and without the hassle of forming a foreign legal company. Further benefits of adopting this approach are, scroll down, when compared to forming a foreign subsidiary, an international PEO can staff up in as little as 48 hours and at a cost which is almost 60% lower. It provides a flexible solution that allows businesses to exit a market swiftly without incurring additional costs, and if used effectively by companies in many markets at the same time.
Next, we have a budget which is assigned to us, and we have an in-depth calculation of each department and how we would go about it. Thank you.